Okay, let's play a game. You walk into a shop, come library, come book cavern extraordinaire, and pick up a book. It has a sumptuous velvety cover with burnished bronze foiling, and it's called If You Were Me by Sam Hepburn. What do you think it's about? I'll give you a moment. Compile your answers. Oh, sorry. Are you ready? Well, brilliant. I'm here to tell you you're wrong. When this book arrived in the post for me, I was stunned. It is physically beautiful. It's one of those books that begs you to reach out and caress its sultry prose. But a few pages began, it had me confused. More pages in, I was perplexed. And a good many through, I was determinedly confounded. Because this was a good book. This was, in fact, a brilliant, daring, unputdownable book. But it wasn't the book the cover and the title had promised me. Alia Sahar might die tonight. Her brother, Barus, works as a translator for the British Army, and thus the Taliban have marked him as a traitor, deserving of death, and his whole family with him. A mother and 3 children, they just about manage to escape with their lives. But they have to leave behind their home, all their possessions, even Afghanistan itself, to seek refuge in Britain. London was sold to them with so many promises, but the reality is far from what they were told. Racism is rampant, poverty all-encompassing, and one night even their safety disappears again. The police barge in, handcuffed and in nightclothes, they're taken into custody. Alia is told that Baruz was found barely clinging to life in the exploded remnants of his bomb factory, that he too is a terrorist. The police, the press, they're all convinced that Baruz, and perhaps his family too, are a threat to British security. But Alia knows her brother would never do such a thing. She's determined to prove his innocence, but it looks like she'll have to do it on her own. That is, until she connects with Dan. Dan is the son of a plumber who came to work on her family's mangy, rotten flat. And Dan also knows Baruz is innocent. Not because he knows and believes in Baruz's character, but because he saw him being kidnapped from the flats the night before the explosion. The problem is, if Dan tells what he knows, he might be proving Baruz's innocence, but he'll be implicating his family in crimes of their own. He can't imagine being the reason his father is sent to prison, and thus he hopes he can help Alia without revealing what he saw. They tangle and embroil themselves in a twisted London underworld, trying to figure out why anyone would try and kill Baruz, and why they'd try and ruin his reputation in the process. So I loved this book, but I really don't think it fit the jacket or the title. The cover image put me in mind of something thoughtful, reflective, maybe based on travel, but really through that self-discovery. The title furthered this expectation, putting me in mind of something maybe Gail Forman would write. On top of that, I just think it's really bland. I kept forgetting what it was. Even for this review, I have to keep going back and checking I haven't invented some other catch-all half a sentence. This is such a punchy, suspenseful, oh my god, twists and turns, I can't trust anyone kind of book. The title just doesn't match. Okay, but beyond the packaging, the actual book was really great. We have diversity, and beyond that, complex diversity. Not simply token not white and not middle class characters, but ones that have mental illness, ones that have spectrumed attitudes towards religion, ones that are represented through deeply personal and varied narratives. It's a diaspora of belonging and identity. I'd recommend this book for people who loved Robert Muchamore's Cherub series, who raced through 17 books and are desperate for something new and exciting. It's really fast-paced, often had me reading with bated breath, hoping and praying that X would escape and Y would prove to be trustworthy, while all the time frantically trying to guess the outcome. So if you like gritty YA thrillers, don't be misled by the outside. This book is for you. Tell me, guys, what do you think of the sound of If You Were Me by Sam Hepburn? Tell me in the comments down below. Other than that, I will see you in my next video. Bye, guys.